Admiral, good morning.
Good morning, Harry. How are you?
I'm well. Can we talk about this 18-month timeline a little bit? There is confusion over the last day or so about whether or not it is a target or a date certain. What is your understanding?
Well, it's very clear the president has given us guidance that in July of 2011, we'll start to transition security responsibility to the Afghan National Security Forces, the Army and the police. And in doing that, there's no determination of how long that will take, so there's no withdrawal date on the right-hand side of that. There's no specific guidance with respect to how many. It could be very few, it could be a large number. He also said, and I think this has gotten missed oftentimes, is he will do this responsibly, and it'll be based on conditions on the ground.
The Afghan military and security forces are the real wild card here. Can you give us a number that you think are battle ready today, and how many you think you need to have ready in a year and a half?
We have about, for the Army, we have about 96,000 who are in the Afghan Army today.
Are they capable of operating on their own? We saw this in Iraq, too. There were hundreds of thousands of troops, very few that could actually function.
Right. And it's about 55 or 60,000 that are out there operating in the field, and the vast majority of those are partnered with us. There aren't that many that are in the lead. There are very few. But not unlike Iraq, that's the challenge. We've got to work with them, and a significant shift in strategy that General McChrystal put in place is this partnering. So we've got about 80% of the Afghan forces that are partnered with U.S. forces, and that will continue to grow. And if I can, Harry, just on partnering, that means company-sized units working with company-sized units.
Plenty of the people in the military are already on their second and third tours in Afghanistan, which puts an enormous strain on them and their families. Are we asking too much of some of these folks?
Well, I spend a lot of time with them, as does my wife, and we know the stress and strain and pressure that they're under. They truly have been magnificent. The Chief of Staff of the Army, General George Casey, spoke with me a couple of days ago and said he is ready and the Army is ready to execute this strategy and manage it over the next couple of years. We're moving slowly to a point where our troops will be home twice as long as they're deployed. It's going to be slower for the Army than it is for the Marine Corps.
All right. Admiral, we thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thanks, Harry.
Right.